Okay, hey, good evening. So, trying to pick my microphone in the best way possible because last time I was able to have a good video, but it looks like I need to increase the gain. Yeah, so that's gonna be. So, what I'm gonna do this night? I guess I'm gonna pause this because I don't want to mess up stuff here. And now I can take out this because the idea is I use my natural hair and people can see me properly. Okay, so the first thing that I'm gonna do is just to fix one scene that I'm preparing for some incoming videos. Probably you guys don't need to see that, but I'm just gonna do it and then I'm gonna start to do the tutorial. Okay, so just sit tight and let's start. So where is the VS Code window here? And I just can enable some stuff around here. Yeah, there you go. So let me enable the ticker. And let's start on what we know. So I think I have this guy, but the idea is I will be sitting down where he is. But I want to see if I have like a content aware. What is it? What's the content aware? Edit content aware. Content aware scale. Boom. No. Image. Content aware field. Let's see how this goes. Ooh, almost. Almost. It's not bad. It's almost perfect, but I may have to take out this. Oh, bingo. So now I can take out this from here to here to here. There you go. So the screen is fine. I'm gonna just probably make sure that this field. Oh, no. Okay, so take out that out of the sample. And what else? It looks like I should take out that too, because that's not the intention to take out this part. Nice. Ooh. I wonder if I can reduce the size of this part. I don't have a way to change the size of this mask. Okay, so I suppose I can just what doesn't sit very right is the hair. I am almost there, but I can delete most of the scene. The most important part for me is this part of the screen. Okay, so I'm gonna say apply. Okay, and I'm just gonna put up a background for the stage. So I'm gonna say here this one, and let's go over here. And over here too. Oh no. I will do that. Well, if it helps you, there is a. You don't need that. The ants. If I put the bite, they're gonna. The bait is gonna. Everyone's gonna be here. So I have to put it in the for somewhere where they don't cross paths. Okay. Yeah, chat is there. Oh, how do I hear? Yeah. Okay, so this goodbye. I'm just gonna put some background later on. I can even put the background of the office of my current scene, which is gonna be totally fine. Now, where is the path? Layers, and I don't have path here. So let's say window path. What are those paths? Yes. Go selection here, and I can say here, delete. No, okay, hold on. Layers. And let's say here, delete. Nice. If everything works fine, and now I need to just to remove this part over here, which I really don't need. I say here, oh, path. I say path. Dun, 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 and dun, and tin, tin. Okay, so paths. Let's remove this. Voila. Oh, there you go. Okay, now that I have this, now you guys have an idea what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna export this as a PNG. Save as or file export as a PNG, and it's gonna go into my storage. Where is my OBS portable files? We're gonna be media. I'm gonna say here, say front screen. So let me create a new scene where I'm gonna duplicate myself. Oh, maybe I should open OBS in another instance. No, I shouldn't open my instance. I should just go and duplicate this scene as a okay. Now I can go from behind, and now I'm gonna say here, I'm gonna bring that what is this image. I'm gonna say here, thank you with lights, which is not that close to my current setup, to be honest. And it should be in exportable pro files media. I say media. Did I say media? EMG. Oh, of course I didn't. Data media. Yeah. So this goes EMG. There you go. Here. Let's bring this one over here. Okay. Oh. Ooh, okay, so this is gonna be sitting down like this. So this goes in the back. Oh, not in front of my screen. Okay, well, actually, I don't need to duplicate the screen. I know that I can just turn this off, and now I have to bring a blurry. Yeah, what we're gonna do is just let's go back to this scene, and let's bring a blurry scene somewhere. Let's say, Infinite and Beyond. Let's say here, blurry office background. Okay. Something that matches, yeah, this probably, but it has to be large. Large. What is it? Tools, no images. Yeah. I'm gonna say here large. Oh, that looks like the right thing. How big is this now? Tool size large. And it has to be non-stock. Oh, this looks like a promising. I hate Shutterstock, and with good reason. I had to pay for that. I don't want. Tool size large. Users rights. Creative Commons. Oh. Yeah. Copy image, and then let's go save this in Photoshop. Export as a JPEG. Save. I'm gonna say here. That was for the previous video. No, here it has to be in OBS. Oops. OBS is probably in the E drive. OBS, files, img. Okay, now we can bring this over here. And obviously here, now I'm gonna say here what image blur your face. There you go. Let's go. Yeah. This goes just between me and the camera. Oh, no. I thought it was oh, never mind. It's totally fine. Webcam. So I had to be in between. Yes. Now the blurry office has to be behind. There you go. And I have to be in the middle. There you go. Now I can focus in resizing this. I'll say here transform, fit to screen. No, fill, transform, stretch to screen. There you go. Now, want me to see working from office? Now is the part where I need to, oh no, I need to lock this one, and I need to lock this one, and I'm gonna look like I was working from office. Yes. Now, let's see how this looks. Now I have to potentially find the right angle for me to look like I work from. Yeah, something like this. Yeah. Yeah, so what I can do is in the clips, in the clip I'm gonna make, I'm supposed to be sitting down like this and looking there, and I'm gonna just probably put my Twitch just to monitor how that looks like. Let's see here. Maybe I have just to look at that by looking to the screen, yeah, like this. So I can record myself. Yeah, it looks now that I am looking to the screen. And I have a low profile screen. Probably I look a bit big, but I'm supposed to be.
No, you look big. You look.
Yeah, I look like I'm now behind of a computer. Like I'm working at office.
Now you look good.
Yeah. And where is my? Okay. Yes. Now I can say now it's time to work. Okay. So the thing is, one of the things I wanted to do is, as a part of this tutorial, oh, of course, nobody's gonna hear me like this. Okay, so as a part of this tutorial, I want to make sure that I can be able to look like I am reading my email or reading a Slack message where somebody is asking me for a component that makes those in Angular, and that it cannot install anymore in Angular 17 because that's what happened today. And I don't want to tell them how to do it. Rather, I do it here in this video. So let's start with that. And the first thing I'm gonna do is just to probably mock this part. And what I'm gonna do is gonna remove the ticket because I don't want any disruptions here. And if someone follows in the middle on the alert, I may have to hide for the moment. Yeah. So since I'm recording in Twitch, I guess the only thing that I have to do is just to run the scene. Okay. Oh, okay. I guess gonna start like this. Yeah. Just one moment. And cut. Okay. So let's see what is the email says. What? Okay, now that the montage is done, we're gonna start the tutorial. Okay, so I'm going to minimize this and let's switch to Origin. I can just probably move this around here. Yes, let's move this around here because I need to have some sense of what I'm doing. And let's start to change the scenes. Okay. So, hello guys. As you saw, somebody was asking me to install Atos component for their latest Angular 17 version, but there was a package that was totally outdated, that is the NGX toaster. And pretty much it doesn't work anymore because that was designed only for Angular 7 or 9 or whatever it is. It was too old anyways. So why you have to pick up an old packages and why you don't make a new one? So the objective of today is to create your own toast using Tailwinds, NX, Angular 17, and DaisyUI. So let's get started. While I'm closing Photoshop, because I don't think I don't need this anymore. Okay. No. And I can close this window without worries. I just want to ensure that I only have the required windows for me to work here, so I don't make any clutter. So let's start. We're gonna start with a clean new project. Let's start by probably just hopefully I'm in the cd git project. Okay, so cd git projects. Okay, from clear. From here we're going to start. Okay, so let's start to pre-configure our project. So for this, the cookbook is going to be related to use NX framework. We're going to use Angular 17, and we are going to add Tailwinds, and finally add DaisyUI. Very similar process what we did in the previous video. So I'm just going to do it very fast, and let's do this quickly. Okay, so let's start. Let me switch my scene. And now we are in Git project, so I'm gonna say npx create nx workspace. Okay, I do think that I have one problem here, and it's the size of the font of the terminal. Maybe I have the I think I had to install that extension zoom. I have to install the zoom bar, but also the easy zoom. Let's go also to set up this in 120. Hopefully increase the sizes of everything 120%, and it's, yeah, now it is readable. I may have to revert, so let's go back. I'm gonna say here. Okay, let's start by configuring our space. Now, where is VS Code? I think I had to put this like this. Okay. So very quickly, let's start with npx nx create nx workspace latest. And we're going to call here Angular NX Toaster. Okay. So this is an Angular project that is going to work as a. This time I'm tempted to do this as a integrated monorepo because it's a library component. So we're going to do it like that. So I'm going to say the application name is like a front end. I'm going to create a library for that later on. So let's say this is ESBuild. Actually, you know what? So let's create our workspace. let's create our workspace in the same manner we did in the previous video. So let's start. npx, I have already here the keyword, so let's start. So this is gonna be Angular, NX Angular toaster. So I'm gonna say here this is Angular, this is an integrated monorepo. I'm gonna say here the application is gonna be front end. I'm gonna say here ES build, SSS. I don't need server-side rendering, no. I don't need Cypress or Playwright, it's not needed for this. Let's keep NX Cloud. Will you try it to build faster? Yeah, it's gonna be faster, but I don't think I need this script for now. Oh, this is new. Now Crystal asks you two things. One is set up the CI with caching. So the test is gonna run even way faster. And would you like to remove caching to make your build faster? That I saw that before, but this is, to see CI caching is gonna be awesome. So for the people who's using DTE, it's gonna be wonderful. Now we are in NX 18.4.0.4. Now we just have to wait. And in between, I just want to double check. Uh-huh. Now I'm seeing a lot of people doing this. An opinionated toaster. Okay, let's see. And this is from one Angular dev. Oh, looks like we are ready. So let's start. Let's say here cd. The name of the project was NX. NX Angular toaster, yeah. cd NX Angular NX Angular toaster. Okay, I'll say here code this, and let's focus here. Now it is time to go into our NX console and let's generate Tailwinds. Set up the Tailwinds for the front-end app. Generate. Simple. Now let's add the dependency to DaisyUI. npm i-t DaisyUI. And if everything works fine, now we have in our apps in the front end, we have the Tailwinds config. And plugins, we say here require DaisyUI. And I'm gonna say here DaisyUI. I'm gonna say here themes. I'm gonna say here light. Everything works fine. It should be running like nothing. npm nxserve. Oh, what project target has specified? Okay, serve develop, and I guess my client version is also. Let's update it. npm i-g nx client at latest. Ooh. Yeah, it has to be nx at latest. File exists. It's because I'm still running this. Well, let me see what's going on. Fail to remove these directories. Yarn, no permitted there. Okay, so I'm gonna say here npm on -g nx. And let's see if this works. Oh, okay. So I had to run this as an admin. PowerShell. Run as administrator. So let's see if this npm -i -g on -g and x. I'm gonna say here npm I -g nx latest. Oh, what? Okay, this is, oh, it's because I'm running npm. Oh. So I may have to run npm. Let me see, uninstall or remove. Okay, npm rm global. And outdated start. I may have to look in another screen. How do I do that? Let's say here npm remove global package. Yeah, it's rm -g, the name of the package. So I was not far. So npm rm -g. I'm gonna say here nx. What? Operation not permitted on link npm. Okay, if you want me to be rough, I'm gonna be rough. So let's go update here. I'm gonna do this in background. I'm gonna be rough. npm local. Oh no, it has to be local. What is it here? npm. And I'm gonna say here okay, so if that's the case, goodbye. Oh, this is gonna take a while. For some reason my npm is not working properly on my computer. Maybe I'm just gonna try to reinstall later on in another in the spring cleanup. Yeah, I should do a spring cleanup probably this weekend. I mean, I like npm by the so I don't need to clutter so much stuff in my computer, but the problem is it's just always a hassle trying to configure stuff. What's node? Okay, so let me see. I'm gonna probably kill the chat, and I don't mind. I'm just gonna probably node. Okay, and task, and then task, and then task. Try again. There you go. I know I killed the chat, and I don't mind. Probably can just run the chat later on. Okay. So that said, that should leave me with this. Oh no, I should not be running this like this. Now let's clear here, and now let's update our client here, because if I run this as administrator, I'm gonna ruin my experience later on. So npm I -g nx at the latest. Let's see. Sweet. Now we're gonna say here nx serve nx serve apps, or we're gonna say here nx run apps serve. Cannot find project apps. Frontend serve. Okay. And now it's building, and we're gonna have the welcome page. Oh, DaisyUI on top. Sweet. So let's run the page. And here we go. Our default page. So I will add let's go into DaisyUI. And let's bring a couple of stuff. First, the toast. The drawer. With the drawer, we're gonna start to do some stuff. So I'm gonna say here, I'm gonna just copy like this. And in our main component, I'm gonna say here, oh, I don't need really to configure anything. Everything is here. So no worries over there. So I'm gonna say here I'm gonna create a new component. Let's create a folder called components, and I'm gonna say here I'm gonna create a new folder called I'm gonna say here let's see if this works. nx generate a component that is going to be called toaster. No, we're gonna call this a drawer, and the directory should be provided as provider add components drawer. No, it has to be in their own folder. So by doing so, what I need to do is to create why NX is not doing that anymore. Components, let me see. I know that there was a as provided or derived. Let's see. Aha, yes, drawer component, perfect. So we had to change this not as a provided but as a derived. So I'm gonna say here the selector is gonna be drawer. And I'm gonna say here pretty much that's what we needed. Okay, so generate. And now we have in components the oh, it went here. Never mind. Let's move it over here. Selector drawer. I don't mind this. Just let's ignore the list. Disable this link selector for this one. Pretty much. So what I'm gonna do is just go to template. I'm gonna say here Control A, Control V here. And we need to create our first page. A new folder page. And what we are going to do is to check in our router. We're going to say here index new folder. I'm going to create an nx generate a new component. Actually, I want to try the schematic of Angular this time to see what is the difference. I'm going to say here the index. Let's say. Actually, we should not create the component. There should be a new component called page. So I'm going to say here apps frontend app components. Here app. I'm going to say here components, and I'm going to call the name of the component page container. The page container is going to contain the header, drawer, etc., and including or the thing that we need. So let's say here, yeah, page container component.ts generate. So in this case, it looks like it is more convenient to use the component. So the page container is gonna contain this, and the page content is gonna be here in an ng content. So because this is gonna be the container of this application, when we try to push a drawer, it has to go into a service. So later on, we're gonna say here, it's at the end of the drawer. We're gonna say here, ng template, ng container. I'm gonna say here, for the sake of conversation, I'm gonna say here, it's gonna be toaster container, okay? So let's save this here, and let's make the first page. I'm gonna create a component called main. In the schematic, I'm gonna say here, it's gonna be the name of the component is gonna be main, because that's gonna be the main page. Nice. And this component, what I'm gonna do here is we are going to import our drawer component here. I'm gonna say here in the template, I'm gonna say here drawer. Well, nice. I'm gonna say here main page is here. Okay. So pretty much now we need to tell our router to output that. So the first thing is we have to create a route that is gonna say the path is gonna be the active one. I'm gonna say here load children or load component, since this is gonna be a lazy component. Loading lazy components, I forgot. I'm just reading documentation just to remember that I know that the log component has to be related to a function that is related to the component I am attempting to load. I'll say here drawer component dot. Oh no, it's not like that. I'm trying to recall. Oh, now I remember. I'm gonna say here load component is gonna be a function. I was right on that. I'm gonna say return an import from. I'm gonna say here components. I'm gonna say here, I'm gonna, oh no, it has to be page. Page, I'm gonna go in main, import the main component, and then I'm gonna say here modulo, we're gonna say here dot main component, okay? So if everything works fine, and I hope I didn't break anything else. If drawer is an Angular component, then verify that it's in the components imports of this component. Oh, is the page container doing something that I didn't do? Okay, the drawer is there. And the main component is calling here, is calling drawer component. Oh, of course I didn't save it. There you go. So the chunk is fine, and if everything works fine, our main page should be not loading that one. And oh, let me see. Application config, provide the router. The router says that the default path is this one. The default path is just this. So let's say again, run serve. There you go. So if everything works fine. Okay, why am I still seeing that component? Oh, okay. So I don't need to see this. And I don't need this, an NX welcome component, I don't need it. Why is it pointing to this one? This should just go to the router outlet. Okay, so the drawer is here in the default routing. So that's the first part. So we were able to bring the drawer in our main page. So what we're gonna do inside of our page container, because the page container is the one that is gonna serve all the other stuff, we're gonna use nginx to trigger a toast on demand. So we're gonna do this programmatically. So let's create our toaster component. So I'm gonna say here components, NX generate. I'm gonna say here component. We're gonna pick the schematic of Angular. I started to like it more. We're gonna say here toaster. And it should be inside of our components. Nice, generate. So for the sake of argument, I'm just gonna bring from the DaisyUI a toast. It's not gonna be the most fanciest toast, but it serves us to start to work with something. Let's say toast here. There you go, it is here. So this is the toast, and it tells where to go. Toast top, to start, toast center, toast end, toast middle, toast middle end, toast bottom. So we have several options where to trigger our toasts. We can have as many placeholders to put our toast that wherever we want. So let's play with our drawer. So I'm gonna put options here for each kind of toast I want to trigger. So let's start with changing wherever I want here in the that's gonna be my app component. No, it's gonna be page container. Yes, because the page container is the one that sets up the items. So I'm gonna say here toast top left. I'm gonna say here same. Let's put it here. Top center, top right. I'm gonna say here top. I'm gonna say here middle left. I'm gonna say here middle right. And I'm gonna copy these three. And instead of top, I'm gonna say here bottom. Okay, so pretty much we have a certain set of scenarios. Did I blow up something? Yeah, the toaster component should work. Open drawer. What? Hey, what's going on? Main component is colon drawer. Main page is here. And I guess in the toaster, I'm gonna change that to a checkbox. Page container. Instead of using a bottom, I'm gonna use a navigation bar with, yeah, let's bring the navigation. The nav bar is gonna contain this. So let's bring this over here. Because once we click into this guy, we're gonna start to do stuff. So let's create our, inside of our components, let's next generate component in our schematics. I'm gonna say here navbar. Our navbar is gonna contain the button that is gonna trigger the action. So I'm gonna say here, what is the navbar? Here. So this is a button. And what I'm gonna do here is in our page container, we're gonna import navbar. And in navbar, the page now I can call the navbar on top of the content. I'm gonna say here navbar. Oh well, ng Angular toaster navbar. We can change the name to make it like a more navbar. Yeah, I don't mind. Disable this guy here. Yeah, so I'm gonna say here navbar. There you go. So our navbar should be soon to be rendered, I suppose. Oh, I am amazed that this is I had to re-render. Why is it doing that? That's interesting. Why is it doing that? The app component is just the router outlet, correct? This is not Angular toes. So I'm gonna just remove all of these things that I really don't need. The app component by itself should be just that. And the app route is loading this page main component. And the main component is calling what? Drawer. The drawer component should be loading drawer component. Oh, Okay, I think I have a misconception here. So the main page is calling the wrong component. The main component should be calling drawer component. It should be calling page main component. Main component. Oh no! No. Router is calling main component. Main component is calling our drawer component, and drawer component is calling this. Then what I'm doing here is wrong. Maybe I'm supposed to be calling in the main component I'm in the main page. I should use instead of drawer the page container. Yeah, that's the problem. So instead our component will say here page container component. Nice, we can just remove this. And pretty much we should be pinpointing to the right thing. So I'm gonna say here page, I'm gonna change the name. It should be page container. I know you guys don't like this, but I like it in that way. Okay, so page container contains this. Nice. Page container is in Angular. Okay, so maybe I'm missing something here. In the main component. If page container is an Angular component, and it should be included in the components imports of this component. Yeah, that's what I did. Oh, I didn't save it. Great. Okay, so we have main pages here. We have our drawer, but now it has to be triggered by this guy. So let's change how the drawer works. Actually, I'm not seeing any relationship between this drawer and the application, because literally it's the navbar component. So let's take this down, since I'm not seeing this being used anywhere. So let's go to the page container. And now what we need to do is to tell this to be the open drawer. So I'm gonna remove this from here. And since navbar now contains the element that I need to use, I'm gonna, instead of that button, I'm gonna say here, label for class, button, primary draw. So button square. So let's copy these classes, let's paste it here, and let's remove this from here. And let's bring that SVG here on top, and then we have our drawer open. Pretty much. That sounds like a plan. Let's see. If I click now here, now the drawer is open. Now I can delete that from the page container. Let's save this. The main page is there. Sweet. Now let's try to create the events that's gonna trigger our component. So to create a toast, we're gonna see how the toast is working. So toaster works fine, but we may have to go in DaisyUI and pick up a toast. So the default is gonna be this kind of toast. We have to say toast stop start. We have to find out how this is distributed. So what I'm gonna do is I'm just to copy every single HTML, and based on that, I'm just gonna start to accommodate information as we need it. Okay, so let's go into our page container, because it's the one that is gonna serve over all the applications. So let's start with this center. Toast middle. Wow, no, that toast middle is I don't want that. Toast middle end. Ooh, I copied this wrong here. The toast. Okay, so I have top start, toast start to center. I guess I have to be very careful. Toast start, toast center, yeah. So I'm gonna say here toast center here, and toast end. So I want to see how that looks in our UI. Okay, nice. But now it's overblocking our stuff. So maybe I have to think about this for a moment, because now it's covering our stuff. I mean, this is not a bad idea. I just want to create the places where we want to start to trigger the components, but given that I am blocking myself with one of those. Later on, I'm going to trigger those and create a self-destruct button for each one of those. Okay, so let's say this. Oops. Now let's start with the middle elements. Those middle, I want to say here, those middle, yes, those start those middle. So I'm going to declare all the possible positions where we're gonna put our toaster. Toast end, middle. Oh, excuse me. Eventually, this is gonna be probably moved into its own component, which is not a bad idea. We can just move this over there. I'm gonna call this toaster over here. We're gonna put this over here. Nice. And now in our page container, we call toaster. Because the toaster has to be somewhere. The toaster component has to be toaster. Okay, so our toaster has to be here. And because the toaster was not defined here, it's not gonna tell me I'm not that much welcome. So I'm gonna say here, toaster component. There you go. So that should not stop me to do stuff. Okay, so I can just ignore this, disable for this line. And if everything works fine, we have now our toasters back here. Let's go here. I'm trying to find out. So I'm gonna say here just the right name. Toast start. I'm just gonna copy the classes here to identify the place where I am. Toast center. And you know what? Now that I have the opportunity to do this around here like this. Boom. Ooh. Middle, okay. Does start, end, okay. So hopefully now I have the right names here. Ooh, Of course, I didn't save the page container. Page container is not showing me now that toaster is illegal here in the page container component. And of course, because I may need to save also in the toaster the name. Oh, something happened. Let's see what is going on here. The toaster component is being called here in our page container, and let's see. And if I call toaster from toaster component, it should be more than enough, right? What? Okay, if toaster is an Angular component, verify that it is including the component imports. Yeah, it is there. Yeah, I forgot to save some document, page container. Yes. There you go. There you go. Now we are cooking. So we have to define 3 more areas, and we are done to the initial setup of the toast component. Now we see the positions of the. Now that we can see the positions of these individual elements of this toaster, we can think in the remaining 3. So let's go back here. Bottom. Let's copy this. Probably you are thinking, why I'm doing so many iterations? The thing is that because we're using Tailwinds and DaisyUI, we can declare this properly, but we want to create focus where toast should appear in the right place. So that's the reason I'm creating just each one of those. So toast center, that has to be on the bottom. Oops. Don't tell me that this is toast left, toast right. That doesn't make sense. Toast center, yeah, it has to be on the bottom. There you go. Toast center and toast left and toast right. Nice. Oh, well, I'm missing one. Where did toast left? Where did toast left went to? Oh, maybe it has to be just toast, which would be ironic. Okay, I'm missing one. So let's see what's that. Okay. Toast start, that's the one I'm missing. Toast start, toast end. Okay, with our areas created, the only thing that we need to remain is to create the individual toaster area. So actually, this should be called toaster area. I will create a component that is called toaster area that is going to handle all these positions. Because the toaster itself just places the toast in the respective slot, rather than this. This is going to be the idea of this one is going to be simply like this. Div class alert, and this is going to be the toaster. we're gonna say here, this, and I'm gonna create a new component that's gonna be the toaster place. Generate component. Oh, I didn't saw the chat for a while. Oh, King Codex. Oh, bless you too, King Codex. Bless you too. Thank you very much for passing by. So now we have to verify. Oh, I should put the chat here. Okay, let me see chat. Oh yeah, and I killed the chat. Oh, the irony. I had to relaunch this. Okay, there you go. Allow access, yeah. Go ahead. And I had to reload. Refresh. Oh, what? Did I? Oh, okay. Let me see if the 2022 is open. Oh, it's dead. Okay, so I had to use 2489. There you go. Now I can be able to see you. Probably what I'm gonna do is also to enable the chat over here. The prompter, the chat, channels. And I'm gonna say here, yep. Okay, so it's something I'm gonna see something in the chat. But I have to toggle sometimes between chat and documentation. Now I can be able to see you guys. Okay. So our toaster now becomes something like this. Ooh. Ah, well, this is the toast, but the toast sections are totally different. Okay. The toast itself is just an alert, but the toast section differs. So let's go into generate a new component using the schematics. I'm gonna say here toaster position. Now let's open the toaster position component that I generated. Page container, toaster. There you go, toaster component position. And let's put this around here. Oh, no. I'm gonna paste all of this. Top star and etc. Okay. That said, we had to create ng components, ng containers that is gonna receive the data that where is the toast going to. So I'm gonna say here ng container. I'm gonna say here toast top left. I wonder if we can just create this. Oh no, I think it's gonna just break if I do like this. Ooh, not very friend of this. Let's see what happens. A self-contained ng container that closes itself. Let's see. ng. Oh, let me save this first. I want to see what happens if it breaks. Oh, it doesn't break. Looks like Angular 17. Look, do this container. The toast top center. Now I'm gonna say here ng container top right, and we're gonna do for every single position center left, center right. Ooh, we need this, yeah. the center right. I'm gonna say here bottom left. Should I turn to Copilot here? It's gonna probably help me to speed up the code here. Just enable it. Enable completions, yeah. Now try to guess what I'm gonna do. Yeah, come on. ng container, oh, center, right, yes, let's go. So let's move this over here. And with that we complete, oh wait, okay, top left, center right, yeah, top right, center left, center right, bottom left, bottom, center, bottom, hey, I am even more confused than before. Okay, it's better that okay, so these three are okay. Toss middle, toss start, toss end, toss center. This is just toss to center. Let's see what's going on here. So now that I find the toaster positions, I can go back into our toaster component. And what? No, in the page component. The page container should include the toaster position component. And instead calling this guy the toaster, I'm going to say here, oh, toaster position. Yep, disable this. Now let's call this guy over here. Toaster position. Now that toaster position is here, I'm going to say, instead of toaster, I'm going to say here, toaster position. And if toaster position is right, toss start, toss center, toss end. Okay, so that's the remaining three. The others are just hiding as we planned before. So let's go back to the toaster position. And we're gonna say here bottom center, bottom start, bottom left, and bottom right. Nice. Okay. So that's it. Is our toaster position the one that is gonna hold the calls for everyone? There should be something called like a toaster service that is gonna hold every single one, every call, and is gonna just handle everything. For the moment, let's start to create the view children. Okay, so now that I have this here, I'm just gonna put this over here. I'm gonna say here view child is the element I'm gonna say here. View child toaster. Oh, it did something. Yeah, the view child is gonna be. I may have to review some of my old notes. Where are my notes here? Because I had to use view child for this. So this so far is good. So I'm gonna say here, Ctrl Shift B. Oh yeah, it's a view container ref. Okay, so I understand now. So I have a container that's gonna be toast top left, and this top left should be, I'm gonna say here, read as a view container ref. With the name of we're gonna be here is toast top left in the shape of view container ref, and let's declare this like this. And we're gonna declare for each single type of. Oh well, let's see if it is autocomplete. Top right, I'm gonna say here, instead of top right, it's gonna be center. I'm gonna say here, bottom left. Bottom right, bottom center. I'm gonna say here, view child middle. I'm gonna say here, middle left. Okay, so let me see, top center, bottom left, bottom right. Oh, where is the center? Center left. So sorry, it's top center left, and it's gonna be center right. Now we have to hold an input that we're gonna say set an input position. We had to create a type for this. The default is yeah, let's create the type here since we have the chance. I'm gonna say here type the only position that is not gonna be available is gonna. Should we create a toast that it should be in the center? It happens that we should see toast on the center of the screen. Maybe. Why not? So I'm gonna say here toast bottom center, toast start. I guess it's gonna be toast middle. Let me see. Yeah, toast middle is the one that I want to take in. So I'm gonna say here toast center left, center right. It's gonna be here center middle. Okay. Toast end, toast start, toast center. Okay. Toast center, the center middle. Yeah, top center is gonna be not middle, center. Yep. And that's gonna tell us here, the last reference is gonna be toast center. Yeah. Now we're gonna set the types. I'm gonna say here type a horizontal position is gonna be left, center, or right, and type vertical is gonna be top, center, and bottom. Nice. Now I can make a compound type. As you can see here, type position is equals to, guess what? Horizontal position, horizontal vertical position. Yeah, vertical position, horizontal position. Nice. Position is going to be the type of position. Or let me see here. Screen toast position. With this, is going to be the right type to put over here. And this input says, I'm going to find input. I'm going to say here, just import the input from Angular. And pretty much this defines the initial behavior for the toaster position. Nice. Now our toaster position receives, it's something that is defined by the push of an element. So it is something that I have to think through the subscription that I'm going to receive. So we're gonna say here, I had to start to import components here. So I'm gonna say here imports toast component. The toaster component is the one that I'm gonna inject in each view. And the toaster has to have two attributes. So I'm going to say here an input. I'm going to say here message that is a string. Fine. I'm going to say here, let's set up a default value. This is a toaster message. Good. I'm going to say input. And we are going to use the style. But this style is determined by whatever Tailwinds is giving us as the colors. So we have a primary, secondary, and accent, neutral. Yeah, here. So we have info, success, warning, and error. So I'm going to say here in a type toaster style. Oh, that was faster than I expected. For a style that is a type toaster style. Oh, what I'm doing. That's gonna be a success. Nice. So render this properly. It is gonna return us the toast, but for the moment we're gonna define an example here and how it is intended to behave. So if I say inside of our toaster position component, if I really want to call the toast has to be part. The toaster component is there because I can be able to call toast now. So I'm going to say here. Let's say here, toast. If toaster returns, oh yeah, it's gonna slap me in the face because toaster is not properly import here, and I have it. So say it is here first. So toast is right here, but I don't expect to have that value. Instead, the HTML has to change the alert. Oh, GGG. Okay, so we're gonna say here is an ng class. And if now we play here, if style is equal success, I'm gonna say here alert info is equals to no toast error, no toast style equals to info alert success, alert warning, alert error, pretty much. And I'm gonna say here message. And apparently I should not have any problems in the terminal. Ooh, yes. I guess it's the bind. Can be an ng class inside of property div. Should I put ng class? What's going on here? I thought that it should be a breeze trying to do this ng class. Let me see the reference documentation. Bleh. Okay. Let's see the reference documentation for this. Let me see if the class is here. Oh, I had to import ng class. Oh, from common. And there is no other way to treat it without that. Since we are talking about adding removing class of ng class, helpful to okay, so to add remove class single class, use class binding rather than ng class. Oh, class binding. Oh, I could use that. I like the idea. Multiple class binding, so I can use class expression by using this instead of that. So when I say here class, that should be an expression. Since we are talking about expressions, I don't need ng class. Accordingly to the documentation, I can just use class expressions to set up the name of my classes. And this is a toaster message. Yeah, I don't need ng class anymore. Yeah, I'm free. Okay, that's a good start. So what if I just go into my toaster positions and I just set up something around here? I'm gonna say here toaster with the style. Oh no, I had to say toast. I had to give it a specific name. That cannot be a style. I'm gonna say here toast message and toast style. Yeah, that's gonna be more specific rather than treating I'm gonna say here toast style, do this, and gonna be toast message. Nice. Now we are back here. Let's go back to square one, and since this doesn't have any kind of default value, we can go back to and let's start to say toaster with I thought that it's going to include in the autocomplete that. Okay, so I may have just to probably bring the toaster component on here to see the inputs. Yeah. So toast message it's gonna be hello, and let's see how it behaves. Oh, it has to be self-enclosing. Okay, we have our hello here, which is nice. So let's review each symbol container. Nice. Top right. Nice. Center. Left. Good. In the center. Yeah. Yeah, now we are cooking. Very nice. Yes. Go to the right. Yes. Now the bottom. Oh, this is center. Okay, so I think I have repeated this 2 times. Toast. Oh, so this one is here. So the one I am is in the center, bottom center. So if this works fine, those gonna be there. Nice. Center. Right. So I have this duplicated container. Good. So we connected all the dots, and now I can be finally able to do something about this. Okay, bless you to King Codes. Okay, so gonna probably hide the chat a bit, or just try to add some opacity because it's blocking my code. Okay, fine. So now we know our toaster works properly. Now we have to inject it depending on the values that we have. So I'm gonna say here P, I'm gonna say here format. It's gonna be ES prettier. Yeah, nice. So we're gonna put this in prettier. Good. Now we have to create a subscription that is going to tell. Yeah. We had to create a toaster service. So we know that I have this over here. So something is gonna send me the value that I had to put into this component. This component should be listening to something that is the service, and the service is gonna just place information. So let's create something called. What is the best place where we can, because this is the page, the one that holds all the content. I will be more prone to create a service for the toaster, but I believe that the right place, let's call it with the right name. So let's generate a service, and I'm gonna call it toaster service. Toaster service, yeah, and let's call it like that. Generate, and now we have our toaster here, and this toaster is going to hold the value that I want to transmit through a subscription. So I'm gonna say here let's call a behavior subject because we need an initial value. The initial value is null. Okay, so I'm gonna say here let's structure what I'm intending to send. I intend to pass an object that is going to contain position, style, and text. So I have to describe that in an interface. Toaster message. The toaster message should have a message that is a string, a type that comes from toast, style. Yeah, like I said here, export to the style. Toast. Oh no. Wait. Toast type. So it should be called toast type. Ooh. Yeah, this is gonna change a bit the toast type. The type is gonna be a toast type from here, and we're gonna send a message. Okay. So the toaster message should contain the message and the type, pretty much. Later on, we're gonna derive some behavior that can kill the toast. So this is not what I want to do. I'm gonna say here, it's gonna be actually a new subject. I'm gonna say here. No, I actually feel more confident doing it as a behavior subject. I'm gonna say here public toast message is equals to new behavior subject. That is gonna be like this. But we have to ensure, because it's telling me that string or yeah, let's leave it as an optional. Well, should we leave it as an optional? I'm gonna say here asserted as a toaster message. Yeah. Now I can say here public subscription toast subscription this message as observable. Nice. Now I can say, now that we are holding value something, I'm gonna say here public use toast. Why am I using like a display toast type this, and this toast message do the next thing. Okay, so pretty much that is what we're going to do. We can call a function inside of our service that display the toast in the required position with the required message. Oh, and the style. The type is success error warning on info. Okay, perfect. Now is when things get even more interesting, because now in toaster position we have to listen when things happens. I'm gonna use this part of the screen to derive the behavior of the code that I'm gonna use. So since we defined all the behaviors that we needed to, what we need to create is to use let's think this interesting. I'm gonna say here private. No, yes, it's a private. No. When this happens is in the ng on init, because we have to initialize this. What is that? I get chicken-minded again, man. Okay. Extends. I guess it's extends or implements. On init. Oh no, I'm gonna say here extends. Oh, it's implements. Okay, so implements comes from on init, and now this is asking me is to do an ng on init that is going to do the following. I'm gonna inject the service. I'm gonna say here private toaster service is equals an inject of a toaster service. Nice. Now I'm gonna say here this dot toaster service dot toast subscription dot. Now we're gonna start here the pipe. The pipe says something. This pipe says is take until destroy. Take until, this is from the, what is this? Import from, it doesn't take automatically. I'm gonna take until. I'm gonna say take from Angular core Rx interrupts. Yes. Woo! Where is it? Angular Angular core in interrupt. And from here we're gonna call take until destroy. I'm gonna say here I'm gonna call a destroy ref. I'm gonna say here a public this. Should I make it like a private or let's say public? That's a good question. Do I should have to place my destroyer this destroy ref is equals to inject destroy ref. Yeah, should I? It should be a private or a public one. That's a good question. Now that I have here, I'm going to say here take until destroy the destroy ref. Nice. Now I'm going to say here subscribe with a value of a toast. Oh, hold on. The toast has to be of the type toaster message, and I'm assuming toaster message is gonna be, I want to see the type. It's a toaster message. Nice. So I'm going to say here that now we have to create to pinpoint the right reference. So I'm gonna say here let container ref is equals to view container as a view container ref. It doesn't contain anything, and I'm going to say here if. So I'm going to say here case switch. We can filter later stuff. Switch this position, top left. Yes. Now we have all the available positions. Container ref is, I know. Now we're going to say here container ref. I'm going to say here container ref dot create component toaster component. So we're gonna set the reference. I'm gonna say here toast const toast reference is equals to container. Oh, what is telling me that is not toast component? Yeah. Now I'm gonna say here toast ref. Let me see. So it looks like it's gonna take instance of toast type is equals to toast dot. No, we're gonna say here toast dot type. I'm gonna say here toast ref dot instance dot ref dot message, and I'm gonna say here apply change detection. I'm gonna say here toast ref change detection ref detect changes. Okay, so this is the initial implementation, which is sweet. This is working as we needed. Now our toaster service, now that we have this, I feel happy. We are close. Now let's go to our page container component, because the page component is gonna include the positions, middle, left, center. And you know what? I'm gonna obey what it says here in the suggestion to do a self timeout. Just for the moment, we're gonna create a function that is gonna, if you click in certain element of the toast, it's gonna close itself. So now our toaster component, I'm gonna start to create a function that says, I'm gonna say here, click, is gonna run a function for every one of those. Oh, hold on. I only want all of these. There you go. I'm gonna say here, click, do this. I'm gonna say here, run toast. I'm gonna say here, this. I'm gonna say here to lowercase, transfer to lower. Oh, you know what? I have that. This is a snake. Snake. Oh no, it didn't put it together. So I'm gonna say here dash. Ooh, bad idea. There you go. I'm gonna say here run toast with a message this. My toast is on the top left position. Haha. I know it looks terrible like it is, but just let me cook. So far, so good. Nice. Let's go back into our page container. And the page container now is gonna take an injector. I'm gonna say here, what is this? Public. This is a private. You know what? Private toaster service is equals to inject a toaster service. Nice. Now let's start with the public run toast, and is gonna have two attributes. One is the position that is type of the toaster position. We guess import that screen toast position. I had to export this. And we have a message that is message that is, oh yeah, message is okay, for the moment I'm gonna ignore the type. So this accepts in my service. If I go back to the service, don't see it. Yep. Message string type toast and position. That is from screen toast position, and is, let's make it part of our position. I go to toast position. Nice. And it says a position is defined but never used, which I never mind. I'm gonna say here next this test type and position. There you go. Now we're gonna say what we want. This toast receive a type. Okay. Display to toast is the name. Display toast is accepting position, message, and type. So the type is toast type that has to be import here. And display toast type was not provided. Hold on. Oh, hold on, because this is a function. Position, message, and type. Position is screen type. Oh yeah, I'm writing more than I needed. So let's see what message is happening here. Is message something that I'm missing? Oh, toast type? Wait. So I may have to put this as an object so I can properly name this. I'm gonna say here to make this display in an interface of this display toast params, that is gonna be this. Oh, this is a toaster message. Okay, excuse me. Well, excuse me, princess. So I'm gonna say here toaster message. And it's gonna send a toaster. Hold on. So it's gonna send a next message with these values. Message is equals to toaster. Oh, why I'm doing this? Const this from toaster message, and this is going to include message type position, and we pass those as well. There you go. I'm going to say here message, that's the shape of toaster message, and this pretty much should, oh no, data. There you go. Let's give it a right name. toast data. That sounds like a plan. Now when I go into display toast, now I have a nice object that I can reference. And I'm gonna say here position is equals to position that I have, the message I have, and the type I have. Sweet. With this, now we can be able to run the message in the way I need it. So let's verify. This is done. This is done. I'm expecting that. Oh, display round toast. Let me see. Now I have to go over here. Run toast. I'm expecting 3 arguments. Oh, wait. So I'm gonna say here. Wait a second. Yes. So I'm expecting to receive first is the screen position, second the message, the type toast. So the third is gonna be a success. It's gonna be warning, info error. And let's just put the rest as info just to make everything feel. Oh, I can put it as an optional. A default one is equals info. Yeah, the default one should be an info. Now, I don't have a real way to verify the type. Yes, so I may have to verify the type for the positions. The toaster position contains left, center, right. Oh, so everything is reversed here. So left. Oh, hold on. So this was inverse. So I have to do this. Ooh, no. Okay. Oh, something. It is something that it should not be doing. Okay, top, middle, bottom. Okay. Tan, dash this. Oh, wait. It comes vertical position first. Okay, let's comment all of this and let's figure out what's going on. Let's reduce the. Oh. Argument right button is assignable to. Oh. Bottom left. Oh, but. Okay, so let's see. If everything works fine, when I run this, the toss is there, yes, and it runs in the right place, and it removes after 3 seconds. Now let's start to figure out which one breaks. Maybe I wrote something in. Okay, left, center, right. Left, center, right, left, center, right, left, center, right. Top. Oh, is middle. Is center. Nice. And if everything works fine, I should have every single element ready. Oh, ooh, almost done, almost done. Why is it not doing it in the right place? Oh, I think now our fight here is to verify in which part. Top left, top right, top center. Oh, I had to put a debugger here. So let's find out. Let's find out what is the problem here. So I'm going to say here inspect. I'm going to open the toaster position component. Sources, Control P, toaster, toaster position component. And now we can figure out what I'm receiving here. So if what I want to, oh, did I set up a default? I'll say here default. I'm gonna say here container ref, toast center, bottom. I'm gonna say here toast bottom, bottom left. Okay. I'm hoping I did each one right. So let's see. Bottom right. This is not the bottom right position. Definitely is not. Oh, you know what? There is a way to tell. There is a way to tell. We are really close to this. Okay, so I'm gonna say here, copy all of this, each one of you. Control F2. Go to the end. Copy this. Go to the end. I'm gonna say here, span. Do this. With this, I will know where I am. So there is something called toast end in the bottom right. And if I click the, oh yes, for the top left, I'm gonna say here, margin top 30. Oh, it's because probably it is in position absolute, probably. Let's comment this one just for the moment, because I need to know bottom right. So the bottom right, I'm going to find out where is going on here. Bottom right, this bottom, those bottom right, okay? So let's find out if it is the right thing. Oh crap, okay, I know what is the problem. Okay, position, let's say, what is the value of position here? Now it becomes turtle here. I almost done. Okay, message comes to the bottom right. Yeah, so bottom right is okay, I think. Oh, I should return a container reference rather than using the implicit reference of the container. So apparently, if I do this right, let's see. So the top right, no. Oh, it says top right. why it did top right if my message says bottom right? What did you do? The container ref should contain the name of the object the host view. The host view should be holding the name somewhere. Okay, let me try this again. Bottom right. This is top. Oh, this is top. What? I think I know what is going on. No, it says position is bottom right. Switch. Oh, I see. Because it's taking this default value. Okay, so I know what is going on. Okay, so as I see in the service, yeah, Control P service. The toaster service is to blame here because, oh no, is the toaster position? Yes. I'm not really expecting a toaster position to do anything here. Well, you could tell the toaster position to do something, but in reality, we don't need to do that. Now I'm gonna say here, toast dot position. Now we are cooking. Now that's the right place. There you go. Let's close this. Now let's say top center, right, top right, middle left, center, right. Ah, there you go. Center, center, center. You see, you can create more than one. You can stack. Right. Nice. Okay. See, you don't need to download a package for this. I don't know. I just want to compare this solution to other ones. Let's remove these labels. And pretty much that's it. You know, I'm really happy that the solution worked as intended. So I'm just gonna remove this one because I know that works. And I'm gonna take out all of these spans. Goodbye. Nice. Okay, so in this context is gonna be very easy for you to it's gonna be very easy for you to throw toes in the way that you feel more confident to do it. I mean, I did this in Tailwinds and DaisyUI. It's super simple. I just want to compare with another solutions that I saw around, and I thought I saw something here. It was an NGX. What? An opinionated toast component for Angular. Okay, so it was 2 days ago, and event description icon, toast success info warning error. Do you have a? Oh no! No! It has a lot of options. Yeah, nice that you could do that. But in my opinion, I guess, like there are packages outside. I just want to see how did you use to package your. Okay, let's see. States, internals, pipes. Do we need all of that? I mean, I don't probably need all of this. And where is Tailwinds here? Oh, because you set up in the component. Let me see. You use a template here. Oh, it's a bit overkill. I mean, I can even expand this and move it to a library, but pretty much it serves the purpose of serving my toes in the place I really wanted to, and it is wonderful. Hey, where is my not the blurry office? Not this, not this, not this. Yes, here. Yeah, pretty much. It's very simple. Now, there are several options. I can just continue doing the perfect toast component for this as a service. And I do think that this approach using a service is good. We can let the component self-destroy if needed, or the user can destroy it. But I guess I can expand this for the next live session. And I'm just gonna add this in GitHub for anyone who wants to take the code. And you can look at it and play with it. So that's pretty much 12:39. So, and that's from my perception, doing or importing packages that really doesn't have in consideration the code that you are using in your code base, it's gonna be troublesome. So that's the reason I did this live coding, to showcase that probably you don't need to download a big package or a big library just to create a toast service, or to create toasts on demand, or whatever kind of toast service you want to implement. As far as you are clear on how you're going to transmit your messages through your application and down to your UI, you can end up doing cool things like this toaster service. You pass a toast with a message, with the position you want to put in the screen, and with the message you want to implement. So pretty much it was a good experiment, and I'm happy that I was able to show it today in this live stream. I'm gonna edit this content to make it more easy to understand. But I hope that you guys enjoyed this live coding session. So for me, I am very happy. I'm gonna put the code in GitHub, and thank you. See you in the next session of live coding with Eric Rodriguez Codes, and I'll see you in the next time. Peace, guys. Have a great night.